Sup my dudes, Valkyrja, and today Gigadan got revealed last night. You can see right here I have with me the official image. That's not what today's video is going to be about, but I wanted to make sure to show you guys this. If you guys gonna get spoiled by this, I'm sorry, but this is Hoyo official posted this themselves. Really cool. Dragons, who doesn't like dragons? Everybody loves dragons, but I'm not going to talk about Gigadan too much. I just think he looks dope. Looks a lot like Shao. Very similar to Shao, design-wise, color-wise, same pose. Very similar, just he involves dragons. Who doesn't like dragons? I'm basic. I like dragons. I think it looks cool. I think dragons look cool. Anyways, it's not what I want to talk about today. I've seen a lot of misinformation going on around about break effect and how break effect functions. So I want to clear it up today because I've seen people, for some reason, mentioning break effect Kafka and how you need break effect on her and da-da-da-da-da. That's not how break effect works. So I'm going to clear up today exactly how break effect works. And to clear it up, we're here at the wiki. Break effect. So what does break effect actually apply to? Break effect is a character-only stat in Honkai starrail. It enhances certain effects caused by weakness breaks. Break effect increases the following by its percentage: break damage, DOT dealt by inflicting weakness breaks, action delay caused by quantum and imaginary weakness breaks. So why is break effect not good on DOT characters like Sampo and Kafka? Because lightning and wind shear, or lightning and wind break effects, are bad. Lightning weight break effect just applies shock for a certain percentage. It's not very strong. Same with wind. It applies wind shear for a certain percentage. Now it can apply DOTs separate to the actual DOTs the characters apply. So that little bit for getting a tiny bit more damage is nice to have. But guess what also affects the break effect damage? Or guess what also affects the DOT damage on break effect? Attack. Attack as a stat affects everything. Everything to do with DOT characters. So much so that... Now I need to hurry up and pause this video to bring you guys this attention. I want to bring you guys a fun fact of the Great Emu War of 1932 inside Australia. If you didn't know, Australia had 2 wars against emus. They had so many emus that they were destroying their croplands, and they got their army to go to war with the emus in 1932. And Australia just so happened to lose both wars. So yes, Australia lost 2 wars to emus. So much so that this is my Kafka build. I don't have the relics leveled up yet, but you can see I have attack, I have speed, but then I have attack. Now ideally you go lightning damage here. You could potentially go energy recharge rope here. However, just stacking attack is so damn good on Kafka. Lightning damage percent obviously is better because stacking attack isn't super good. Lightning damage percent does actually, like as a plant Australia, does go ahead and count towards the end damage. But attack dips into the DOT. It touches every DOT. It touches everything she does. So you just want to stack the ever-living hell out of attack. Like, it's one of the few times on a character you want to just push the absolute boundaries of attack and just see exactly how far you can go. Now, you could go, like I said, you could go lightning damage and energy regeneration rope. That way you can get more ults more often. But due to the way her talent works, you're actually going to be applying the ultimate DOT effect a lot more often than you think. Like, it's not something you actually need to build energy regeneration for. So she's going to have this giga high attack stat. And if I had a good lightning damage orb, I would definitely be doing it. But attack goes into everything. You don't need to worry about break effect. Break effect as a stat on these characters, on DOT based characters, until an imaginary or quantum DOT based character comes out. Break effect is a non-existent stat. It's not something you need to worry about. Now, as far as effect hit rate goes, I know a lot of people are having questions about that. A lot of Nihility light cones have effect hit rate put into it. Effect hit rate increases by 18%. This will be the one I'll be using on Kafka because I happen to get it. It's pretty damn good, so I'm going to use it. But there's a bunch of ones that also do. You can see Sampo's here is also really good. Increases the wearer's effect hit rate by 20%, increases DOT by 24%. This is very strong, especially considering the fact that you're building here almost pure attack anyways, so you don't really need the light cone to have any good passives outside of just applying effect hit rate and DOT damage increase, because this is basically a damage percent increase for those characters. every single light cone in Nihility, well, not every single light cone, but there's a bunch of Nihility light cones that increase effect hit rate. You even have Fermata. Now, Fermata does not increase effect hit rate. What Fermata does is increase break effect. Break effect, once again, is kind of It's not a big deal on those characters, but it increases damage to enemies inflicted with shock or wind shear by 20%. This also applies to DOT. It's a little bit more restrictive, but shock and wind shear are the two main DOTs you're going to be applying, because Sempo and Kafka are both really good for DOT damage. But I digress. Break effect, not good. This is pure misinformation. I don't even know how this started. It is good on specific characters, mostly Quantum and Imaginary, but it is not a generally good stat. There's not many like actual breaks that can take full advantage of break effect, but Quantum and Imaginary breaks are so damn strong. Quantum, the way it does is the more damage you do to Quantum, there's a pop at the end that deals damage based on the total amount of damage you did. So the break effect increasing that amount of damage of that pop at the end of Quantum, very strong. Imaginary, it imprisonments, and then it slows also, so it not only does it do the break, it imprisons, but it also slows the hell out of them. Break effect's really good on that. As far as the other characters, break effect just makes the DOT do slightly more damage. It's not very good. You're better off just building into attack on other characters, and because Kafka is not Quantum, Kafka is not Imaginary, she is Lightning. So you are going to want to build towards Lightning, which is attack. Anyways, hopefully I made this clear for you guys. Hopefully, you know, I'm not being too crazy about this. I know normally I get like one or two things wrong, but this is something I'm pretty right on. Like, this is something, because this is a conversation I've had quite a bit, and it's something I'm definitely trying to clear up, because I just don't think it's like good that a lot of people think break effect's a really valuable stat on these characters when it's not. Like I said, on certain characters it is very good. Silverwolf is very good with break effect. Yukong can be built with break effect because of how much she does break. There's a bunch of characters that are good with break effect. Break effect is not as useless as a stat as I make it out to be. I do make it out to be pretty useless a lot of times, but there are definitely characters that can take really good advantage of break effect. However, Kafka is not one of them. Same with Sampo. You don't want to build them for break effect. Build them into attack. Build them into damage percent. Build them into lightning damage. Hell, even energy regeneration. Just not break effect. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully this clears it up. Hopefully this helps some of you guys whenever you're building your characters, because I know Kafka's getting ready to come soon. And I wanted to show you guys Gigadan, because I think Gigadan looks really cool. And I didn't want to make a whole video dedicated towards a single image, because I think that's kind of strange. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.